Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Today we are going to do a practice that is the end of May and also April for building focus and concentration, which, if you have been following all along for the past couple of sessions, we're going to be doing breath work. And so the premise of this practice is based on the idea in some traditions and also the scientific evidence um, that breath work has a physiological response and it helps you calm your body and helps relax it. So we're going to be using breath work to help relax our body today. And we're going to be practicing pranayama, which is breath practice, and what that is observing and regulating your breath. Again, I will say that you have control over the whole thing. So if you feel like the breath is causing you anxiety or any other kind of discomfort, that you have permission to do whatever you need to do and breathe in whatever way that you need to. So the first thing we're going to do is in this practice to help us observe and regulate the breath and be aware of the breath in each moment is we're going to use a visualization. So we're going to set the space, and there's a lot of ways you can set your space. The yoga mat could be a space. Closing your eyes could be a space. I like to use metaphor for a lot of ways to deal with my breath. So if I think of my breath maybe as an ocean and the incoming tide and the outgoing tide, that could be one way. It could be in metaphor. It could be a simple visual association, like a dot, or a yantra, or a picture of someone. Whatever you want to use to help you remember to breathe in and breathe out throughout the practice. And in this way, we'll probably enter a more subtle realm than the present realm, just following our breath. And as we do that, we'll be listening to some sounds of music, and sound is really important. So that can also be an internal sound. So if you have an affirmation or a word that you want to say over and over when you breathe in and out, that is also very helpful to keep you aware of your breath during the practice. And then each time you feel like you forgot what we were doing, then you observe the breath again and return to that awareness. And in this way, we'll practice just like we did last week with some breath exercises and with sun salutation. And then we're going to do a long extended shavasana with music playing so that we can completely relax. So you might want to find some props or something to make yourself comfortable for our shavasana. It's a very short practice, hopefully. So we're going to come together, uh, sit in a comfortable position with the spine upright. Remember, sound is one way that you can connect to the breath and make that connection, just like with the metaphor. Close your eyes, let your hands rest on your knees, stack your vertebrae, and just begin to breathe in and out. And taking this moment to feel all the senses. What is it that you hear as you inhale and exhale? What do your inner eyes see as you inhale and exhale? And what do you hear as you inhale and exhale? And what do you smell as you inhale and exhale? And with each breath, check into the body. Notice what you are touching, what you feel. Notice what arises and let it go. So with each inhale, use that visualization to picture energy coming in, prana, life force. And with every exhale, letting go of what no longer serves you, recycling it back to the universe in that breath. And then blink the eyes open, plant the hands on the knees, making a supi grind, pushing forward as you inhale, exhaling around, inhaling and exhaling, and just noticing the breath, being aware of the breath. As you come through the center of the space, hold there, take a breath in and out. Notice where you are, notice the movement is stilled, what is holding in your breath as you inhale and exhale. And on the next inhale, begin again, the other way. Sometimes that visualization with the breath can be a shape. So what shape does your breath make here? And do you still feel the connection from the top of the spine into the floor? And if you don't, that's okay, let it go, and bring your awareness back to your inhale and exhale. Inhaling forward, holding the space. Take some deep breaths in and listen to the sound. Close the eyes. Inhale, little back bend, lift the chest. Exhale, round back. You can bring the knees closer together if you want. Tuck the chin. Breathe gently as you rock back and forth. And then coming all the way up, inhaling all the way up. Right, so we're going to come onto our hands and knees and do a few cat-cows and go right into sun salutation. So on the hands and knees. Again, using the earth to find that grounding in my breath, becoming aware as I inhale. I like to plug into the earth. And on the exhale, I like to let gravity kind of take over. Trying to find that ease in the structure. Using the structure of the class and the posture to bring awareness and ease to our breath. And on the next inhale, a gentle back bend, pulling the tailbone towards the head. And the head towards the tail, lengthening, maybe touching the tongue at the roof of the mouth, and then exhaling into a nice bend, pushing into the earth, rounding the spine. And continuing that with your breath. Again, I'm using that visual metaphor to plug into the earth, allowing gravity to take me down as I let go, and inhaling, reaching with that anchor through my range of motion using the breath. Making minor adjustments as you breathe here. Maybe coming up on the fingertips, maybe rocking back a little further. Breathing your knee, rounded position, breathing here, making the move soft enough so that you can flow the breath with ease and grace. Still plugged into the earth. Feel the back body lifting towards the sky with the structure of the underside of the belly. Feel your inner vision dipping down and maybe looking through the chin into your heart. Inhale to lengthen out slightly, and then sit back in child's pose for a moment. Just relax the spine, let everything relinquish. Relax the regulation of the breath. When you're ready, come all the way up to a standing position, any way that feels comfortable for you. I invite you to modify this any way that you need to. As you're folded over, soften the knees as much as you need to give you support. Feel your rib cage if you can on your thighs. Bend the knees a lot to help support that. Relax the shoulders and clasp the elbows, let the head hang. And again, go into the awareness of the breath as you breathe in and breathe out. Feet are plugging into the floor, spine is unwinding towards the floor. Find ease in the neck and the shoulders. And when you're ready, place the hands on the hips. Inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, fold again, release the hands, and then roll up one vertebrae at a time. Inhaling as you get to the very top. Finish the inhale and exhale. With the hands on the hips, feet are about hip width apart. So we're going to go into 3 flows. They're going to be continuous. The first one I usually linger, and I go in and out of a cat and cow position. It's comfortable for me, so you might find that a comfortable flow, but it's just your basic flow, and we're doing it with breath awareness. So feel free to modify however you want. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, diving down. Inhale, lengthening out. Hands can be on the shins. Exhale, fold. Step back into plank. You can also jump back, knees up or down. I'm going to linger here for a few breaths just to warm up. Trying to bring ease and the challenge of the posture. Take a nice deep breath in. Inhale, lengthen from crown of head all the way through the heels of the feet. Plug into the earth and let gravity take you down on the exhale. Hovering a moment above the earth. Point the toes, open them about hip width apart. Slide forward slightly and inhale into a gentle back bend. Again, I'm going to linger here for a moment. Moving my head from side to side and being aware of my breath. On the exhale, sit back into child's pose. Inhale up, cat and cow, and exhale into downward dog. On the next inhale, look at the hands, walk or float the feet into the hands. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, rising up, plug into the earth. Inhale, rise up. And exhale. We're going to do that again, a little faster this time. Again, just one breath per move. Feel free to do whatever you need to do with your arms to ease the breath. Inhale. Exhale down. Inhale to lengthen out. Exhale to step back, plank. Inhale, hold the plank. Exhale, hover. Inhale, scoot forward, little back bend or upward dog. Exhale, child's pose into downward dog. Couple breaths here. Look at the hands, walk or jump the feet to the hands. Exhale, down. Inhale, rising up, plug the feet in. And exhaling. One more time, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale and plank. Exhale to lower down. Inhale, small back bend or upward dog. Exhale. Into downward dog. A couple of breaths here. Inhale to the hand, look at the hands. Exhale, walk or jump the feet into the hands. Soften the knees. Inhale. And exhale. I'm going to step back with the left foot. Right foot is forward. Mr. Man is playing Iron Man, so I can't, I can't be serious. So we're going to hit a warrior position. Seems appropriate for Iron Man. So you want the left foot back and slightly turn. I'm going to squeeze my inner thighs together and become strong, like iron. Taking the hands out. Returning to the breath. Right palm is going to go up, left palm goes down to the thigh, lifting up. Seal the rib cage together here and gently open up that right side by drawing the left rib towards the left hip bone. Exhale all the way down, drop the back knee down. I like to keep my foot curled, but if you need to, point the toes. So I like to keep it curled. You're going to inhale, lift all the way up, high lunge, but the knee is on the floor. Draw the arms back, bring yourself upright. Inhale, lift up and back. Exhale, come forward, pull the arms down. One more time, inhale, back. Exhale, windmill down. Rotate both toes in and fold forward. With the hands on the lower back, with the fingers down, thumbs towards the outside of the hips. Squeeze the elbows together. Inhale to rise all the way up. Little arch back. Exhale, coming to center. You're going to rotate the left foot out and bend the knee. Come into warrior. Don't be afraid to adjust your feet. I like to adjust my feet. You might be wider on one side than another. Intrinsically draw your inner thighs together. That'll help balance the pelvis. Lift, squeeze the rib cage together, lift up on the chest. Take the hands out. And then take your focus over that left arm. Regulate the breathing. Left palm is up, inhale, lifting up towards the sky. Again, cinch the rib cage together. Right rib cage is going to drop towards the hip bone. Left rib cage, try to control that through the breath. Inhale. As you exhale, rotate down, drop the back knee down. Find your position. You can curl back on the toe or not. Inhale up. Exhale, come forward to neutral. Bring the elbows down. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more time. Inhale. Exhale down. Place the hands down. Sit back into plank. Inhale. Exhale all the way to the earth. Inhale up in cobra. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale to a tabletop position. Stay here. Lifting the left arm and the right leg to parallel to the floor, so not too high. Parallel to the floor. Right hip is going to dip down, so your right leg's back, right hip dips down. You're breathing, inhaling and exhaling. If you find challenge here and you want to stay here, shaking is challenge, but you want to keep the breath smooth here. If you're feeling good here, you can stay here. If you want to go further, you're going to push the foot back into the hand, keeping the head in a neutral position, maybe lifting the chin just slightly. Ease the weight into equal on the left and right hand. Plug the shoulder in. Keep the arms strong. Make that connection with earth. Keep breathing. To release the position, lengthen out. Inhale and exhale and release. We're going to go right into the other side, so it's going to be the right arm, left leg. Make adjustments. Find your equilibrium here. And then we're going to lift the left leg and the right arm. Left hip dipping down. Breath smooth, with ease. A simple practice, but not simple. If you want, take that foot back. Maybe a slight lift of the chin. Maybe a little higher gaze. Shift your weight evenly into the hand and the knee. Breathe in and breathe out. Again, lengthening to come out of it on the inhale, exhaling, coming down, opening the knees wide, sitting back into child's pose. Relax and relinquish here. You can bring the hands in prayer towards the back of the head. Come back up onto the hands and knees. Quick inhale with a little arch, and exhale with a round. Curl the toes back, walk into the hands, soften the knees, and hang forward. And let the elbows relax, or hands relax into the elbows. Soften the knees, place the hands on the hips, come up halfway, inhale. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, you're going to roll up one vertebra at a time. Exhale when you get to the top. And we're going to go into warrior again, but this time the left again. So we're going to do the left leg first. So you're going to bend that left knee. Right leg is out. Square off the hips to the front. You may have to adjust a little bit to do that. I have good feedback here again. When you look at yourself in a mirror, that's a great way to see. Lengthen out the arms. Take your focus out over the front arm. Plug the feet into the earth and just breathe here. Left palm goes up, right palm goes to the thigh. Can also wrap around to the inner thigh on the other side. A little more of a lean. Hold that stability by drawing the inner thighs together. Right rib cage towards the right hip bone. Inhale, and as you exhale, go down. Drop the back knee down. Inhale, rise all the way up. Stay in this posture. Keep breathing. As you exhale, take the hands down and take some deep breaths in here. Inhale, exhale down. Walk it to the center. Open the legs wider. If you have tight hamstrings, drop your head towards the floor. Walk the hands underneath your legs. Pull yourself underneath your legs. Use your legs if you need to, or blocks. Shake the head no, and yes. And then walk back. You can walk the hands out from your body. You might have to bend the knees here. You might have to come up on blocks. Want the arms right under the shoulders, just like a push-up. But we're going to place the left hand under our nose and rotate to the right, opening up. And exhaling down. Placing that hand, inhale, left arm up. Don't worry about the hips going off to the side. And exhale down. Let's do that again with the breath. Inhale. And exhale. And one more round. Release. Place the hands on the lower back again. Inhale, rising all the way up. Little stretch. And exhaling to the center. Now the right leg goes out, left leg in. Lifting out through those arms. Inhale. Right palm up, left arm goes to the thigh, left rib cage towards the hip bone. It can also wrap around to the inner thigh. Regulate the breath into that right rib cage. Observe what is happening. And as you exhale, windmill down, drop the back knee down again. Going to take a high lunge, inhaling all the way up. Exhaling, holding the posture, pulling the arms down. Inhaling, lifting up. Exhaling down, stepping back, plank position. Inhale, Exhale to the earth, linger there for a moment. Inhale, back up. Exhale to the earth. Hovering, knees up or down. Inhale, back up. Exhale all the way down, release. Inhale, small back bend. Exhale, child's pose. Relax and relinquish there. And then when you're ready, come all the way up to a seated position. We're going to do a straddle. Ooh, flying earring. I'll put the link for these fabulous earrings in this post because every time I see a new pair of them, I covet them. So, well worth stopping yoga to put them back on. They're so beautiful. Okay. So if you are not super flexible in the hips, a pad underneath you will help. You want to try to keep grounded in this, but I think that you also might bring the legs in a little closer for this one. And this one is to regulate your breath. And you'll see why, because we'll be here for a moment. So we're going to be in this position. My feet are dug in, so I pushed my heels in and I bent my knees so I could feel that connection. I don't have tight hamstrings, so I can place my feet down. My toes are flexed back and opening wide. And now I'm going to point them. And then I'm going to flex them up, but a soft flex. Right? That's my lesson. So if you have a soft flex, then you want to point the toes hard and flex them hard and hold that position, right? I'm gonna soften mine and get that grounding here. So I have a connection, but it's not heavy. I'm gonna lift up through the chest and then I'm going to start breathing. Inhale through the center and then exhale to one side. So when you exhale to one side, you can use your hands on this to push yourself up and down. You can reach the opposite arm. And when I do this every morning, I try really hard to start with my hands on the ground because I don't know where my body is. So if you don't know where your body is, start with your hands on the ground for this one, even if you know you're flexible and you've done this posture before. So inhale and exhale and inhale and exhale. It helps to close your eyes. Breathe in, breathe out. As you begin to get more warmed up and you feel pretty good here and you feel pretty anchored, you can check into your posture and float the arms. I like to play around with the visualization of catching the inhale on the up and floating it down as I float down. So I like to picture that, and that is my connection with the breath, and I just focus on that sensation or that experience to get it into my body and that awareness of the breath. We're going to come up to the center, inhale, stretch the arms out, expand, they're a little rounded, like you're holding the breath in front of you. Hold the breath, exhale. Inhale, get a little rounder. Exhale, hold the posture, release. Inhale, expand a little bit more. Find ease in the shoulders and in the spine. Relax the feet a little bit. And exhale. Coming into easy pose. Okay, so again, we're going to practice a breath. And this breath is just Sitali breath. So we're going to curl our tongue like a little straw, and we're going to inhale in and then exhale through the nose. If your tongue does not curl like a straw, that is genetics, so there's no flaw or anything. You just make like an O-shaped mouth because you can't make the other one like me. So this is a nice one for anger too, like if you're like frustrated or if you're really hot and bothered. And it's hot here in Florida, so it might not be a bad idea to practice this. The hands rest on the leg. Today I'm going to choose Diya Mudra for my mudra. You could also do this in prayer posture, although I think it's better with open. It feels better to me with open hands. Could be different for you. So find something, a fixed position, close the eyes, and we'll be here for 3 minutes. The focus is gently on the tip of the nose, just a gentle downward gaze right at the tip of the nose. And again, I'm going to use the visualization of the breath to fill spaces as I inhale and exhale. On the next inhale, hold the breath for just a moment, close the mouth, and exhale. Inhale through the nose. Hold the breath. Apply Mula Bandha. Tilt the chin slightly. And exhale. Again, inhale, hold the breath. Apply Mula Bandha. Draw the lower belly in slightly. Tilt the chin. Lengthen up through the spine. And exhale. And one more time, inhale. And exhale. And then blink the eyes open. And we are going to do one more little posture and then Shavasana. So I'm going to come down onto the floor, rock forward and back. And you can also rock side to side, very gently bringing the knees into the chest, nose into the knees. Take a few rocks side to side, and maybe forward and back. Lower the head to the floor. Open the arms out into that position that we had. Now, if this is not comfortable, you can adjust anyway. And we're going to take the knees over to one side. So I'm going to bring my knees to a 90-degree angle, and I'm going to fold over to one side, and I can't go very far. And I'm going to inhale back up through the center and exhale to the other side. So I'm squeezing my inner thighs together, squeezing my inner thighs together. Trying to keep the shoulders rotating on the floor. Shouldn't be moving my head probably, but go ahead and tuck into a little ball and release into Shavasana. So we're not going to regulate the breath or observe the breath here. We're going to allow our body to relax on the floor. I like to imagine I'm on a little floaty mat, and I'm just floating in the ocean on a beautiful sunny day with lots of sunblock on. Wiggle the fingers and the toes. Bring your awareness into the room and back into your body. Begin to listen to those sounds again of your breath flowing gently in and out as you inhale and exhale, and move in any way that feels good to you. When you're ready, you can roll over onto a side and make your way up into a seated position one more time for our goodbye for now. As you come into a seated position, let's bring the hands to the heart center. I'm going to rub my hands together today just to get myself back into the body and back into the room, back into the day. noticing my breath in and out, and making that connection that it is so much softer and easier now at the end of the practice. More relaxed. My heart feels warm. Bring the hands to the heart center, pressing gently on the heart center. Feel the chin just slightly push into the hands. And again, make that connection with the earth. Feel that connection draw up. Awareness in the breath as you inhale, observing your vital breath. And exhaling. Letting go what you no longer really need. Let it be recycled. And with this awareness of breath comes an awareness of life and how precious it is with each breath that we do, even though we do like 25,000 breaths a day. Let's take a last breath together. Inhale and exhale. And for each and all of you, I wish you many blessings and Sat Nam, Namaste. Thank you, Mr. Man, for the wonderful music and ending with Helvegan. See you next Sunday for a new, I don't know, like a new topic. Bye. Thanks for coming.